Hey gangsters, it's just me, Leslie Singh, aka Ghetto Mama, and I kept getting cut off on the rest of my story for last night's Thursday thriller thing. So, and I tried it this morning. I was trying to do a car vlog and tell the rest of my story, and I don't know, it's like the invisible world, the spirits don't want me to finish telling this, but I'm going to try again tonight, and hopefully I'll be successful. So, it's Friday night, and here I go with the carbs. I have not thrown my diet out the window. It's just that this is stuff that I want, and I've been really mindful of what I've been eating. I haven't ate a whole bunch of food today. I had 2 pieces of chicken, and that's all I've had today. So tonight I got a sandwich. This is oatmeal bread, and it's a ham and cheese sandwich, and it has a Miracle Whip, and I got a piece of pumpkin pie. So, and I've got milk. Cheers. But anyway, back to my story that I was trying to tell you guys about. A little recap. And my bread's stale. Anyway, I was 13 years old. My friend spent the night. Her name was Cindy. She brought a Satanic Bible over, and we had a campfire outside, kind of behind my grandfather's car. It was like in the driveway, not close enough to set the car on fire or anything like that. No. Anyway, she said if we did this like little chant thing or whatever this thing is in her Satanic Bible, which she's taken from her sister. Her sister had all this weird stuff like a Ouija board and that. Anyway, so we had our little campfire going, and it was like, and she brought this like little statue thing over that looked like a devil. Little devil guy sitting on a rock. He's a man, naked man with a goat head, and she was reading out of the Satanic Bible thing, and she all of a sudden we decided we wanted KoolAid, so we went to the house and got KoolAid because we had made KoolAid earlier. Well, my grandfather was snoring, so we know he was asleep, and we were trying to be really quiet not to wake him up. So we had our KoolAid. We went outside onto the picnic table, and we were drinking our KoolAid. And all of a sudden, we realized it's getting daylight. Where did the time go? Because we thought the clock on the stove said it was like 10 o'clock or something. For some reason, 10 is in my mind. So we're sitting there on the picnic table. We drink the KoolAid. And we thought, well, it's getting kind of late, you know. So we went to go clean up our mess, like put our little campfire out and everything. And we discovered that her little statue had fallen over, and it was broken in half. And my grandpa's car was gone. So now we're going like, how we were just in the house. He was snoring. We're sitting on the picnic table drinking KoolAid. We did not see him come out to go to work. Plus we had to clear up our stuff for him to get over, you know, past our stuff to be able to get out of the driveway. So we're going, wow, is this real? And we're discussing what may have happened. And now it's pretty much daylight, and we're sitting on the picnic table discussing all this stuff. And there's a mist on the road, like this mist is coming up off the road like fog. And there was a snake in the road. And we're like, oh my God, are we dead? What happened? You know, blah, blah, blah. Still don't know what happened. So we went up to the porch, and we're sitting on the porch still discussing it because we don't know what happened. And my grandma came out and she said, it's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. Cindy's mother called and her dad is going to come to pick her up. So Cindy's dad came a little while later to pick her up, and by God, it was like 10 o'clock. And to this day, I'm 58 years old, and I was 13 at the time. I still don't know what happened. And I'm trying to get a hold of my friend Cindy on the Facebook, because I would like to know her thoughts, discuss this with her. Hopefully she's still my friend. It's been like forever, you know. She might not even remember me. But how could she forget me when we were friends since 3rd grade, you know? So that's one scary story. Let's see, there's another scary story. This is about a legend. I melted the cheese on top of the ham in the microwave. And I don't remember what the legend's called, but it's about like a little bridge in Ohio. I forget where, but it's like in between Akron and Wadsworth. It's out that way in Ohio. And supposedly, if you go down this road really late at night, you will see a lady walking down the road. And if you park your car, you will hear a baby crying. So, yeah, that's my son walking around in the back. No paranormal activity here. Damn, I wish I could remember the name of that legend. But anyway, there's a bunch of friends and I went into this area because we wanted to see if we seen the lady walking in the road, and we wanted to see how much of what we're going to find out. Well, we got out there and my friend's car started running really rough, like a chugga chugga chugga. So we figured out that the car was overheating or something was wrong with it. For some reason, I think it was overheating. I don't remember why the car didn't go, but the car kind of quit. And we're sitting there, oh great, good place to get stuck, you know, where this thing is supposed to be happening. So there's like a bunch of us teenagers. I'm like older. I'm not 13 now. I'm like 15, 16. The other people were like old enough to drive and they had cars. Anyway, we were all like discussing, what are we going to do if we see this? You know, like building up the story, like, oh my God. And then every time we heard something, we thought it was this baby crying. Or this lady walking in the street. Anyway, so, and besides that, damn car wouldn't start. So we're sitting there, we're really worried. What are we going to do? Back in the day, we didn't have cell phones. So if you're out somewhere, you pretty much get stuck until somebody comes by and helps you. But anyway, long story short, the car started up, and we moved down the road a little ways farther to where this bridge was at, supposedly where the baby would cry. And we're sitting there, we're looking around, discussing, oh my God, we're so thankful, let's just go home. I'm like, let's go home, let's go home. But nobody wanted to go home. And it gets foggy. This is all in Ohio. It started to get foggy at night because I guess the ground temperature is hotter than the air, so the heat rises up. Anyway, so it's starting to get misty, foggy out. And off in the distance, in the headlights, we thought we seen something white walking around. So we're like sitting there, we're all staring, looking. And then my friends go, oh my God, there she is. And it was a girl with long dark hair to here. And she looked like she was in a nightgown or a long, like white night clothing or something like that. And she kept walking towards the car, and us teenagers going, like watching this, whoever this is, getting closer and closer. And I'm like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I'm like freaking out in the back of the car. And the headlights are shining. She's getting closer till we finally make it out. It is a girl. A girl, probably a teenage girl about our age and stuff like that. But is this the baby's mom? The baby that cried? Because the legend is that the baby had drowned. And when the baby drowned, the baby was kidnapped. It was drowned in this river, or this it was like a little river. And so the lady was supposedly out looking for her baby. That's what the legend was, and you can hear the baby cry. But now we're thinking we hear a baby cry. Well, the person kept getting closer and closer. To finally they were up with the window of the driver. I'm going to walk around the front of the hood of the car, and they're talking to the driver. And everybody's just like, and we couldn't hear what she was saying. She was talking really soft. But come to find out, and she was another teenager that her boyfriend took her out there to go make out a makeout spot. And she didn't want to make out. So she's scared, walking down this road. Thank God we're in here. So my friend let her in the car, and she sat in the back seat by me. And she felt, I'm spitting. She felt all cold and wet when she's sitting, like she's like leaning up against this arm. I was sitting by the door. And she was sitting in the middle, and then there was two more kids sitting on the other side by the car. But she was so cold and so wet. It was like flipping me out. And the fellow that she was sitting by, it was like me, her, then this guy, and then this other guy. And the guy that was sitting on her other side kept looking at me like, giving me these looks. And we were telling her, hey, we're out here trying to listen for this baby, and telling her about the legend. And she seemed so disconnected. I mean, just disconnected. She didn't even hear anything. She says, oh, okay. Like that. So we thought we heard a baby cry, but I think it was a cat. So we're getting ready to drive away. And we drove down the road maybe about a mile. And the road came to like a Y. She wanted to let out at the stop sign. We're like, there's nobody around. Why do you want let out there? We're trying to talk her into staying, but she wanted to let out. And it's like, oh my God. So to this day, was she a ghost? Why did she want let out? you know, she had this horrific experience, and she's like on the street, and she's telling us to let her out. We could have took her to town. We offered to take her to town. Oh, I know. It's called The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It was on Sleepy Hollow Road. That's the legend. And anyway, we, to this day, I don't know who this girl was. Don't know if it was a ghost. And my one friend, the friend that was sitting next to her, I seen him, oh, I think maybe 15 years ago, and we were talking about that. He still don't know either. Isn't that some weird stuff? But anyway, that was a legend. Real life experience, and it was like really weird. So, what do you guys think of that? Legends. There's another legend too, but it's not so scary. I used to live in Florida, and there's a place in Florida called Spook Hill. Cliff, where's Spook Hill at?
Lake Wales, I think.
Lake Wales, Florida. And the legend is that there was like some Indians, like Native Americans, and they were fighting, and they needed to get up the hill so they could conquer the battle. So, the legend is if you, at the last minute, you know, like they're getting ready to go up the hill, that God or whatever pushed them up the hill. Well, you put your car in neutral at the bottom of the Spook Hill, and your car actually goes up the hill really slow. And that's real, but I don't know. I'm sure there's a scientific explanation for that. But that's real. You can look up Spook Hill. I'm going to try some of this. This was a pie that I bought for Thanksgiving. I had bought two, and I put one in the freezer. And I thought, well, I'll get it out today and on thought. It's a Winco pie. It's really good. I have Beggars. I always have Beggars. Tippy's begging. Googie's making mouse noises. Hi, Googie. I thought he was. Yeah, he is. Here he is.
Well, now he is. He's over here rolling around. Being a weirdo.
I interrupted Tippy. He was over there rolling around being a weirdo. Anyway, this pie's really good. But that's my legends, and that's what happened, and I should go because I really want to put this up on my channel. And my phone keeps running out of storage. I record everything on my phone, and I erased all my SD card. I cleaned my storage up, so yeah, I don't know what happened. Anyway, this is the third time I tried to tell the finish of the story, so hopefully this is a charm, and I will see you guys next mukbang. Later, gangsters.